Hello everyone, my name is Randy Beckford. Today I'll be going over web accessibility and why it is essential for front-end development or for developers. So there's a few things we need to take into consideration as it relates to accessibility. So scroll down here, see. There's a number of reasons why we need to take this into consideration. It is well established that there are many web users who have a disability. As many as 1 in 5 people have a disability. So when creating a website, we need to ensure that we take these factors into consideration. We want all our users to be able to freely access our website and use them use the website to the full potential of it. And so there's some more stuff like roles that we're going to have to implement into our websites to make this a success for persons with disability. And some of these things that will be enhanced as we'll look at it now are like for vision. For users who are vision impaired or has a vision disability, you'll need to consider that there are a range of vision impairments out there, such as color blindness or lack of color contrast through to people who cannot see the website at all. So when we're creating a website, we need to ensure that we use like vibrant colors, so it brings out more for others to see. Here's an example of my website. I try to make it as colorful as possible, without making it too distracting at the same time. So you need to maintain a balance. As you can see, this is just a website I kind of just put together with some of the information from our assignments that we have been going over. So as you can see, for it to be visually good for our users, I use grayscale to balance both sides of the page, so all the main information, as you can see, is in the center of your screen. So on this side I do so my users can get the best experience with the website. Another one is cognitive. For cognitive related disabilities such as dyslexia or memory issues, the big thing is to use plain English to make control, navigation, and the layout of our website predictable, consistent between pages or between screens in an app. So for example, here I have my website. So let me show you the one that's already published, so you can see what I mean. Like, it should be consistent. So here it is. Alright, so this is one I have published. As you can see, I try to make my website consistent in the sense that it has the same outline. So let's go over to my gallery page. See, it is still consistent. Same header, same navigation bar there. Same aside element and same footer right there. So that's pretty much what I understand from it needs to be consistent for the user. So they don't move from Franklin here to gallery and then they're like confused as to what they need to do. So in this case, need to make it more user friendly, and for person with disability, need to have it maintain a certain uniform. So uniformity is important. Without, you can change basic outline, as we learned this week about flexbox and grid outline and how these things affects the outline or the appearance of our website. This one is the grid outline, which we learned of last week. So those are just a brief explanation or visual aid as to what some of these things we need to get, like for cognitive. Hearing, we need to ensure that the audio and visual like videos that we put on our websites, they need to be able to be seen and heard clearly. or we can assign roles to certain aspect of our website to get this part of it done. I'll get into that a little bit from now. So mobility. We need to ensure that our websites are user-friendly on all aspects. So for example, we need to ensure that when we create our website, the mobile version is similar to that of a desktop version, or whatever medium, small, or large view. Let's take a look at the mobile version of this website. Okay, so here we go. Here in my mobile version, I have my navigation bar hid, but at the same time, it's within the same area range where the user would be able to, oh, there should be the navigation right here. So they could click on that toggle menu and they could see all the information that they want to see. And let's look at my gallery again to see if it's still uniform, just the same way. Pretty much the same way, except for the image, because it's a gallery. You want to just put pictures that are images that are related to what you're trying to display for gallery. So how do we get all this to be done? So we can look at some areas, landmarks, some stuff that we could put into our website to make it more accessible to our user. You have certain tags such as banner, complimentary, content info, form, main, navigation, search, application. So we're going to see how we use some of these in our website to make it more user friendly. So we put these into our website, so when there should be a voiceover, it's able to just like navigate to different parts of the website. For example, it says banner, we use this in contents, the site oriented contents of the page, like the logo usually located at the top of the page. There should only be one banner landmark page. So this is something we have to pay careful attention to when we use these landmarks. We need to ensure that we use these tags only once, or for example, banner, you can only use banner once. You could put banner per se in the head of your web, the header section. So you'd go role, assign a role to it. Oops, not alert. Banner. Just like that. So this is how we assign these roles to the website. So whenever a voiceover should be made, it's easy for the voiceover to navigate through the website. We could also look at this one, content info. We could put this down in our footer, because we need to ensure that even if we have like a lot of information in our footer, we put this content info only to the part where we can find our copyright information and so forth, and privacy statement, etc. So we need to ensure that we pay careful attention to that. So when we assign this role to footer down here, that would be very careful that we only put it to the part that has their copyright information, as I said. Alright, so let's take, I'm surprised how fast this time is going. I feel like I haven't accomplished most of what I wanted to do. But anyways, this is a website that you could go to find out more information, and what are some of those key elements you could use, or landmarks you could use for your website to make it more accessible. So it's called Aria Landmarks. It has been very helpful to me to learn about this, because I did not know a lot of these things, and I now understand why it is important for us to have these roles on our web page, so it can be user friendly for everyone. As I said earlier, just recapping, we create our websites not only for some people but for everyone. So we have to take into consideration persons with disability and ensure that it is good for vision, so it has a good visual, the color and everything. So we need to ensure that we balance color without making it too distracting. We need to have colors, and we need to also maintain uniformity. So you're not just going to try to make a rainbow out of your web page, but you want it to maintain a certain uniform. As you can see here, like my header section here with my navigation here have the same color, and I try to keep that uniform settings. Like for my forecast section here, 10-day forecast, same color, as well as the footer, the aside section here and the footer has the same color. So you want to maintain uniformity, but at the same time you need it to be colorful, and it needs to be colored that can be seen easily. Well, and as well, that kind of depends on the kind of website you're creating as well. You need to ensure that the uniformity of your website goes beyond just the color of it. You need to ensure that for both versions, mobile or for desktop versions, you need to ensure that all this stuff is easily to see, like in navigation. As I said, I put mine right here so my users can easily see these things. Let's just take a quick look at my gallery page again. I try to get it one image, using my grid outline to get only one image to show on mobile version at a time. So as opposed to like medium, you get two. So I try to keep my outline pretty user friendly. Sorry I couldn't share more at this time. I'm way over time, but I hope you're able to learn something from this presentation, and I have learned a lot going over this. I wish I could share everything I've learned, but as I said, you could also check out the website and see where that will take you. See you next time.